Hey guys, it's Hunter here from Maker's Gonna Learn, and today I'm gonna show you how to build a tumbler turner. Here's all the tools we need. Let's get started. Alright, so you're gonna start with a 1x6 that's 20 inches long, and this is what is gonna be the base of everything. And then after you have this cut, measured out and everything like that, you're gonna need to take a 1x4 and cut it at 3.5 inches long. You're just gonna set this right here, and that's gonna lift your rotisserie up a little bit higher so that you can put your cup on the end of the spinner and it has plenty of room to spin. So after you've got your 1x4 that's 3.5 inches long, it's gonna sit right here about in the middle of your 1x6 that's 20 inches long. Then you're gonna have to take a 1x4 that's 5 inches long, and it's gonna mount flush right here and just sit on top of it. And this is what we're gonna have to drill a hole in later. That's what your rotisserie handle, I guess, will go through and spin. All right, next you're gonna need two 1x4s that's 5 3/4 inches long. They're gonna sit right here on the side of this, and this is you're gonna screw it together, and it's gonna hold your rotisserie spinner in place. And the next piece you're gonna need is a 1x6 that's 6.5 inches tall. And what I've done, I've just cut a little box out here at the back. That way your electrical cord, your on-off switch, everything's easily accessible. And this is just gonna mount straight on the back of it like this. And everything's gonna be flush on top. And then you're gonna take a 1x5 that's 5 inches long. You could use a 1x6 if you want to, just as long as it's 5 inches long. And it sits right here on top. And that gives you your, the top of it on your rotisserie spinner, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Now, as you can see, we're just unboxing our rotisserie turner kit to see what all we have. We also decided to use a saw and cut our metal rotisserie rod to be much shorter in order to better fit our turner and hold the tumblers more securely. Now we've unboxed our rotisserie turner, and we have everything we need to assemble it. This is the front piece of your box that the rotisserie turner sits in, and you have to drill a hole in the middle of it so your rotisserie shaft comes out the front of it. We've chosen just an 1.1/8" drill bit just to give it a little bit bigger of a hole, but you could really use any size you want as long as your shaft can come out the front of it. So what we've done, I've just measured from the bottom of this piece of wood, because that's what your wood's going to sit on. You measure from the bottom of this to the bottom of your hole that the shaft is going to come out of. And after you do that, you can measure on this piece of wood and know exactly where your hole needs to be. Now all you need to do is drill the hole. Now that we've drilled the hole, we can secure everything together. I'm using a clamp to hold my wood pieces in place, being sure to drill holes before I add my screws. Now I'm measuring my board to make sure it's the center before clamping, drilling and screwing to secure. Next, I'm clamping my two side panels in place and drilling and screwing as usual. The drill bit and screw sizes I used throughout this project was a 3/16 drill bit and an 1.25" screw. Now I'm inserting the rotisserie turner in from the back of the box. It should fit very snug. I have inserted the rotisserie rod, and all I'm doing now is securing my back and top panel to completely enclose the rotisserie motor. So after you've assembled your rotisserie box, you put the rod through your little hole in there. And what I've done, I've just used some spare parts that I had left over and made a little stand so the rod won't come back out of the rotisserie thing. So what I've done, I've just taken another 1x4 and I cut it at 5 inches and screwed these two black pieces down to this piece of wood. And what that does, that just holds your rod here so it doesn't slouch, and your tumbler or whatever you put on the end of this doesn't fall off. It'll hold it there and keep it secure. After you've assembled everything, get a foam football from the Dollar Tree or somewhere like that. Take your tail out of the back and then drill a small hole in the front. And what you're going to do, you're just going to slide it over the under end of the shaft. And you might have to twist it a little bit so it'll go on there. And once you put it on there, it'll stay on there. And that's what you put your tumbler on whenever you're ready to craft. I hope you all have enjoyed learning how to craft this tumbler turner. Give us a like. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Bye.